in any area of your business, do this one thing right now. It's 100% within your control, and see the impact that it has on your business today. Guaranteed. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 145 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. First, you're doing an annual challenge for my business folks and business community, and it's been really fun and really exciting. People are having breakthroughs all the time, which just lights me up and makes me feel so energized to keep on doing the annual challenge. Well, today we're talking about getting different results. Do you want to know the fastest, easiest way to make that happen? It's right here. Change your mind, change your perspective, change the way you're looking at the situation or the problem, and watch how ideas and solutions open up to you that you've never allowed yourself to see before. Did you get that? That you've never allowed yourself to see before. Because the truth is, every challenge, every result we want to improve, because the result we want to improve is a challenge, right? It's something that's a problem to us because it's not the way we want it to be yet. So how are we going to get it that way? We are going to first and foremost look at it from a different point of view, a different perspective. We are going to get creative when it comes to solutions to that problem. And we're not going to focus on the problem once we've identified the root cause of it clearly. We are going to focus 100% on solutions. Why? Because we get what we focus on. We get what we think about. We get what we believe. We get what we take action on and have make happen in our business and in every other area and aspect of our life. That's why I keep talking about it. So today, I challenge you, after another sip of coffee, of course, to look at the situation and the result from a different point of view, through a different lens, with a different perspective, with fresh eyes, however you want to describe it. But I want you to pick one area, one problem, one result that you want to be different in biz right now. So you're making $500,000 a year and you want it to be $1 million. Well, if you keep doing what you've always been doing, guess what you're going to get? $500,000 a year. But if you decide to look at that differently, you will see things and do things and find opportunities that you weren't allowing yourself to see before. Because we get blinders on. We're so inundated as humans with information overload, and not even just overload, massive drama and trauma from all the information and nonsense and conflicting points of view and perspectives that we hear. And the truth is, it's 100% up to us to filter all the noise and crap out and focus in on what is important for us right now. What is the most important thing for our business right now? And just let the other noise fall by the wayside. So why do we want to think differently? Why do we want to be creative when it comes to coming up with solutions and ways to do things in our business? We don't want to reinvent the wheel. If something's already a solved problem, we want to start there. We don't want to start from the bare beginning. We want to start with the information that's available to all of us and build upon that. And we do that by, number one, knowing that I would say 98% of the problems that we come into and see and have in our business are problems that someone else has already solved before. So if it's already a solved problem, now all we're doing is we're looking to find out what those solutions are. And with AI and technology and the internet, it is so easy to get ideas and information that we maybe never thought of before. In my corporate days and in my early business ownership days, one of the things I would do, if I had a problem or a situation, I'd find out who had solved it before, or if there was somebody in a different industry, because different industries have an automatic different perspective or point of view or way of looking at something. And so I would look to different industries for solutions to problems that I know they had already solved. And then I would just take that process or that point of view or that perspective and apply it to my situation. And voila, all of a sudden it became clear what I needed to do next in order to get the result I wanted in my business, change the thing that needed changing in my business, etc. And so I have done cross-industry studies on literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different questions and things, because I know how powerful and how much it's helped me in my corporate career and in my businesses as well. So what are some of these creative ways of looking at things and changing our point of view? One is an acronym called SCAMPER. And I'm just going to tell you what it means. I'm not going to go into describing each of the things, but it's S stands for substitute. C stands for combine. A stands for adapt. P stands for put to other use, repurpose, I call it. E stands for eliminate, and R stands for reverse. Now, why this acronym? Because it automatically has us looking at the situation from different points of view, different perspectives. Another one is the 6 hats. We'll talk about that in one of these daily challenges. It's another process for looking at possible alternatives. It all kind of starts with brainstorming, right? The first thing we do is we get creative and we're like, okay, here's the problem, here's the situation, and then we just start brainstorming all the possible ways to get from where we are to where we want to be with respect to that. Again, $500,000 to $1 million, 10 million to 100 million, whatever it is, the process works for everything. But it all hinges on you opening your mind and choosing to see things from a different point of view or perspective. One of my secret things in corporate America that really helped me to understand and untangle things quickly and solve problems fast was, I don't even know where I got this. Maybe I learned it in college in my industrial engineering classes. I don't even remember now, but it just became an automatic thing for me. Everybody else goes through processes from the beginning to the end when they're looking at them and analyzing them. I do that too. But I discovered early on that if I went through the process backwards, I would find holes and gaps in it, and I would understand it much faster than if I just went through it the way everybody else did. So if I was looking at customer experience, instead of starting at the beginning of our manufacturing process, I would go straight to the customers, ask them their experience, and then I would backtrack it through our organization and all the different touch points. And you can do that with anything and everything in your business. Now, it doesn't have to be you that does it, but somebody in your organization should do this. Somebody in your organization should be in charge of creativity, curiosity, and creative problem solving, right? We should actually have seminars and webinars in our businesses on this, because the vast majority of people, we all just think in the patterns that have worked for us in the past. So we have I've got my favorite problem solving methods. It's called the SOAP framework, right? I talk about it every single month, and I use it every single day in my businesses and with my clients' businesses because it's super effective and fast. So we want to find some decision-making tools and some perspective changing and some brainstorming tools, all that will help us to think differently so that we can get the results that we want, not the results that we're having right now, because they're just a reflection of thoughts we've had, beliefs we've had, actions we've taken, experiences we've had in the past. They're just a reflection right now of how we've come this far, which we should be celebrating, by the way. And then, but where do we want to go? That's the point of today's topic. So I would love to know your take on this. I challenge you to share in the comments below. Share one problem in your company or one area that you have applied creative problem solving to, and just tell us in a couple of sentences what was the result of that and what did you learn from that. Did you change your point of view and your perspective and way of looking at it, and did that make a difference? All right, that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have a great day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. I'm working and putting together a mastermind for cross-industry. Just mentioned why I think that that's important. Business founders and owners that are looking to get out of their own way and create the results that they want. If you'd like to be a part of that, just put apply in the comments below and I will send you the application. Otherwise, you can always join us on the school platform in our Supersize Your Business freemium community. All right, have an amazing day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.